for the fight of your life. Fight it out. Who will come out on top?
This episode of Fiction Faceoff was brought to you by Disco Diamond Animations. Fear. It's an emotion some of us wish we didn't have, but what creates fear anyway? These two chaotic dream demons, of course. Bill Cipher, the meat Dorito of Gravity Falls, and Nightmare, the living embodiment of darkness from the Marvel Universe. I'm Star-Lord X7, and it's my job to see who would win in a fiction face-off. Let's begin with the origin stories. Bill. It's such a very common name throughout the world. But if you just so happen to visit the strange town in Oregon known as Gravity Falls, you may just hear stories about a triangular dream demon known as the one and only Bill Cipher. Though Bill Cipher's origin story is a little bit unknown, all we know is that he was trapped in an alternate decaying dimension and looking for a new place to call his home. But then opportunity struck Bill as he possessed a time traveler known as Blendin Blandin. And after possessing this time traveler, he tricked this annoying little girl named Mabel into giving him a rift that would bring him back to Earth. And thus, Bill Cipher has returned to Gravity Falls. Anyone got any Illuminati vibes going on? The Marvel Universe is filled with many threatening and terrifying supervillains. But none of them are as terrifying as the demon prince of the nightmare realm known as Nightmare. Being a demon prince who was born in the nightmare realm, Nightmare is known throughout the Marvel Universe as the bringer of darkness and fear, and he is also known as the arch enemy of the cape-wearing sorcerer known as Doctor Strange. Okay, now that we briefly went over their origin stories, let's go over to the round chart that you can see here to see who would win in a fiction face-off. But first, let's talk about our sponsor, Disco Diamond Animations. Are you guys fans of cool versus debate series like Fiction Face-Off? Well, you're in luck. I have another cool versus debate show for you to check out at Disco Diamond's Animation. This YouTuber always takes requests from his fans and he makes really cool homemade animation. If you want to check out his YouTube channel, just go over to Disco Diamond Animations on YouTube. But right now, it's time for a Fiction Face-Off. Round 1. Strength. Bill Cipher is strong enough to kill the Time Baby in a matter of seconds despite the fact that the Time Baby weighs more than 1,000 pounds. While Nightmare is strong enough to outwit the Hulk whose strength is limitless. So we gotta give the point of this round to Nightmare. Round 2. Speed and Agility. Whenever Bill is around, he's so fast that time slows down the way he sees it. Nightmare, however, is fast enough to dodge lightning, but however, Bill is technically faster than Nightmare, so we still gotta give this point to him. Round 3. Durability. Being a dream demon, Bill is incredibly durable. Not only does he love and enjoy inflicting pain on himself, but he's also so durable he can survive getting his eye ripped out unintentionally without warning. Bill is also durable enough to survive being erased from existence while in the decaying mind of Stanley Pines. And the only reason I say that is because Stanley Pines got his memory back in the last episode of Gravity Falls. So does that mean that if he got his memory back, does he have memories of Bill too? Because if that's true, that means Bill didn't really die in the last episode since he's still in Stan's memory. However, there are two known ways to defeat Bill. The first way to destroy Bill is by using the Zodiac, in which the people who resemble the symbols on him must come together to make it work. After making it work, Bill's demonic powers will be reversed, thus turning everything back to normal and destroying Bill in the process. The second known way to defeat Bill is by using the memory gun, in which you have to erase the memory of the person that Bill is in. After erasing that person's memory, Bill will be destroyed along with it. When it comes to Nightmare on the other hand, he is also pretty durable, mostly because his demonic power gives him a really impressive healing factor. Because of this, Nightmare has survived many things, including bullet wounds, impalement, and he has even survived going face to face with the Hulk as we discussed earlier. However, Nightmare can be killed by sorcerers and other people who possess magical powers such as Doctor Strange. But we still gotta give this round to Bill. Round 4, Intelligence. Bill has to be one of the most sinister animated villains that we have ever seen in recent years. Not only does he know some of the universe's secrets like the origin of life and the meaning of existence, but he also likes to play mind games and use flattery and able to get what he wants. Just to be clear, if you were a character in Gravity Falls such as Gideon who was about to summon Bill, here's a little heads up. If you see Bill trying to shake your hand or use logic on you seeing why you should shake his hand, beware. Because after shaking Bill's hand, either two things can happen. One, he can make you his own personal slave, or two, he can possess you like how he did with Dipper. Much like Bill, Nightmare is also very intelligent, but instead of using flattery in games to get what he wants out of his victims, he usually just uses nightmares and illusions filled with scary and creepy imagery. After being scared halfway to death, Nightmare's victims would have no choice but to give Nightmare whatever he wants. The main thing that Nightmare wants in life is total universal domination, but as long as heroes like Hulk, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange are out there, Nightmare will never get what he wants in life. But however, unlike Bill, Nightmare does not know much of the universe's secrets. So we gotta give this round to Bill Cipher. And lastly, round 5, Weapons and Fighting Skill. Bill Cipher is known to be one powerful fighter. Not only can he stand his own against the powerful Shacktron, but what's more impressive than his fighting skills are his awesome abilities. He can summon his terrible friends known as the Henchmaniacs, which are monsters and demons that can torture you in more ways than one. Bill can also summon bubbles of pure madness that can change your looks, personality, even your state of conscience. He can also shuffle the functions of every hole in your face. What? He can also create clones of himself. He can summon objects to imprison you or kill you. He can use telekinesis to do things such as ripping out a deer's teeth. He can become a monstrous form of himself when he's angry. Not to mention, he can also possess you, see and interact with his interdimensional counterparts. He can even become bigger than the Earth if powerful enough, but Bill's powers are way beyond there. With enough power, Bill can enter an alternate state of consciousness in which he creates the end of the world. It's a place where time is dead and meaning has no meaning. It's also a place where Bill reigns supreme, a place he calls Weirdmageddon. When summoning Weirdmageddon, Bill's powers are infinite. He can control space, time, matter, and even reality itself. Nightmare, on the other hand, can use a spear to either impale you or to cast spells. He can even travel to the Nightmare world and back using his Shadow Horse. Nightmare can also control people's minds and force them to fight each other, which is how he started a second Infinity War and killed half of the Avengers. He can also trap his victims by summoning things such as ropes, vines, or chains. And although Nightmare also has the ability to shapeshift and create force fields, he can also bring you back to the Nightmare realm where he can finish you off and kill you. The reason why he can do this is because Nightmare has a power in which he can open up portals to different dimensions. Oh, and Nightmare is so good at fighting that he even once killed Doctor Strange and used his outfit as a trophy and a warning. So when it comes to fighting skill and awesome abilities, we gotta give the point of this round to Bill Cipher. And according to the scoreboard here, it looks like Bill is stronger than Nightmare because not only is he faster and more durable, but he's also twice as intelligent and has better and more abilities. Plus, it will be very likely for Nightmare to be destroyed when Bill summons Weirdmageddon, making the winner of this fiction face-off Bill Cipher.
Who are you? Some character on a low-budget YouTube cartoon that lightly dances around copyright infringement? Even on YouTube, I look as handsome as ever. I agree. Thanks, Bill. Anytime.
Please get out of my show now, Bill.
Sorry, kid, but you're my
Alright, Bill, how about we make a deal? I promise you'll come back in a future episode, but only if you leave now.
You know what, kid? You convinced me. I'm sold.
Well, okay then, I think everything's figured out. Continue watching Fiction Face-Off if you want to see Bill fight again.
Don't forget to subscribe. Hashtag Bill rules.
Bill, seriously? Get out of my show now before I erase you out of my tablet's memory.
Yeesh, kid, relax.
Triangles today. Oh, sorry about that, guys. But anyway, next time on Fiction Face-Off.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus, you're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow.